So there's a challenge or a trend that people do where you go up to a random person, usually it's inside a Walmart, but essentially they tell you you have 30 seconds or however long they give you to fill your cart with anything and they'll pay for it. Basically, it's saying what people would grab while helping them out at the same time. It's essentially buying people things in exchange for clout because those videos do relatively well. But before we continue, sub to the channel because I'm trying to reach 50 subs by August. Look, it's a good gesture. People appreciate it and the viewers like it too. But in this prank by Calvin, however, you have them going up to people telling them the whole thing. But there's one change that they do from the original. They blindfold people so they can run in the middle of it, and they decide to do this to an 8-year-old who happened to be deaf / hearing impairments. So when they were explaining what they were trying to do, they used Mr. Beast as an example to help them understand that they were trying to do good. Because when you think of a YouTuber who does charities, first thing is Mr. Beast because of everything he's done. Gabe, the 8-year-old who is the son, he knows and likes Mr. Beast, so he understood what they were trying to do. Which is why the news and everyone covering it is saying that this guy said he works for Mr. Beast. And even before they started, the main guy, Calvin, he started to have second thoughts, since even though the prank was relatively harmless, it was really just unpleasant to watch the whole thing. Because they decided to make this kid happy, brighten up his day, telling him he is about to get all the toys he wants. But in reality, they lied to this kid's face and his father. Got their hopes up just to break him down. For what? Their enjoyment?
With the YouTuber, Mr. Beast.
You guys want to be in a quick video? Whatever you can fit into in this aisle right here, whatever you can fit into the cart, we'll pay for.
You ever heard of Mr. Beast?
I don't know, you might have. We're kind of like Mr. Beast, not really though. Anything here? Yeah, anything.
No.
So you're not watching?
Yes.
Watch it.
Wait, hold on. Dude, I feel so bad. The kid is so happy. Dude, I can't, bro.
Huh?
I couldn't, bro. So he'll put the 30-second timer. You have 30 seconds. Grab anything, put it in this cart. Okay. Are you ready, Freddie?
Yeah.
Just hold on. Let's get that timer ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Uh-huh. 10 seconds. You got 20 more seconds. Go back. What are you doing? Dude, you should have just stayed there. They would have kept going. Hold the camera. Hold the camera. Get this escape mission. I gotta edit this. Oh, here's our cart. Where's Andrew? Alright.
This is the best example I can give for essentially what they did.
Hey Trent, you want some ice cream? Yeah. You don't want that shit.
It's messed up to a point of why would you even do it in the first place? This is the second time where I've seen people not do the actual challenge, but purposely try to do something bad. The first time being the video I made called This Guy is a Supervillain. Quick rundown. Guy goes up to elderly couple, says pick a number, the number's right of course, and they win AirPods. But those AirPods were not bought yet, because earlier they asked the person working if they can pay for the AirPods at the front. So because the employee is like, yeah, you can pay for it at the front, they got the AirPods out of the glass case, gave it to them, did the whole challenge, and got the elderly couple to leave the store with the stolen AirPods. So after that whole thing happened, the father, he made a post on what happened on, I'm guessing, their community Facebook. Here's what he wrote. I was at Target with my son shopping when I was approached by 3 men claiming to be from a show called Mr. Beast, which is a popular YouTube person who goes up to people and challenges them to do things and ultimately paying for it all. They found out because my son told them he was hearing impaired, to which the lead guy said that's exactly who we're looking for. Now, in between, I did ask a Target worker if this was a thing, because they said it was in association with Target. He said he didn't know, but he was not a manager. So we did the challenge, which is a 30-second fill the cart and they would pay for it. At the 10-second mark, they bolted, leaving my son crying and confused. The workers and managers there could not have been nicer. All three men videotaped this with their phones. I do not know what type of sick individual targets kids with special needs. It's a special kind of disgusting person to prey on them. I understand as an adult I should have known better, but honestly I didn't think someone would be so disgusting to stoop that low. Truly I hope these three can live with themselves, knowing they ruined a kid's day and left them in tears. So the kind people of the community gave them 200 and Target matched it with their own 200. So Gabe got to spend 400 on Nerf and water guns. I think this is how the whole thing came to be. So I think originally he posted that clip to TikTok for it to gain traction so we can post a full video. People started covering it. It got to the point of being on the news where they had an interview with the father and Gabe, with Calvin putting parts of that interview in his video to say his side of things to essentially rebuttal what they were saying on the interview. In their video, they said it's kind of like Mr. Beast, not that they're working for him, but they could have said something along the lines of they actually work for him. Because between that and them actually doing the challenge, you can see that there's a cut.
We're kind of like Mr. Beast, not really though.
Anything here?
Yeah, anything.
Started out as a typical trip to Target Saturday for 8-year-old and his dad TJ, until three men walked up and said they were working with the YouTuber Mr. Beast.
We're kind of like Mr. Beast, not really though.
Mr. Beast.
My son leaned in and said that he couldn't hear them because he had to wear hearing aids. And they said that's why we are choosing you for this challenge, because of the hearing loss.
Do you guys want to be in a quick video?
The Southington Town Commission for
That cut could have been 10 seconds or 10 minutes. We don't know what was said. So people are asking Calvin to post a whole interaction unedited between him and the father. The father said that they were picked because of Gabe's hearing loss. Not what Calvin said. So he's saying he didn't know about the hearing loss and he didn't say that they were picked because of it. And he's doing all this while not showing the actual unedited version to prove that he didn't say that.
Off or something. I did not know that kid was deaf. I did not know that. All right. And the dad is exaggerating it and lying to the news because what happened. I never went up to him saying his son's only in because his son is deaf and has a hearing loss. I never said that. And I never said I worked with Mr. Beast. I did put 2 callbacks in the video. Like, I literally watched the news. As I'm editing the video, my friend calls me and like, bro, you're on the news. So I go and check and I see that. And I was like, I thought it was funny, but I also was kind of mad because he lied about me and my friends. And that kind of got me upset because, it didn't get me upset because he deserved the money. He got the money out of it. But, he tried to make us look like we were super bad guys. We were just being bad guys. All right?
He didn't say anything about the Target employee, which is probably in that, cut, which could have been, 10 minutes, which honestly could be the reason why there actually was a big cut because of the Target employee. Because that's what it seems like. It seems like he wants to be known as the guy who made an 8-year-old cry, but not the guy who made a deaf/hearing impaired 8-year-old cry. But, it's not like it's any better, because you're still making an 8-year-old cry. You're trying to defend yourself with just words without showing the actual piece of evidence that you have at your disposal. I think the reason why he hasn't shown the evidence yet is that he doesn't want things to turn from worse to terrible. Or terrible to worse. He's saying that dad is lying to the news. Then the video just continues with him messing around, because that's only the first 4 minutes of the 13-minute video. He does another 30-second challenge again with a mother-daughter duo. And he stays with them the entire time, plus longer, because they were trying for a TV, and that's difficult to get into the cart blindfolded. So my guess is that, he knew that they probably weren't going to be able to get it, so he stayed the whole way through. the video off like this.
Guys, that's the end of the video. Make sure you guys slurp that freaking like button. I feel really bad for what I did today, but it was really funny.
Smiling from ear to ear, saying he feels bad, but it was funny. You had so many people covering it on YouTube videos like these, TikToks, and Twitter calling him out for, well, being a scumbag. But luckily, it ends off on a happy note, cause Mr. Beast actually saw this, and he's asking for the info for the family. So Gabe here might get like a 10 grand toy run in the future with Mr. Beast once he gets his info. That's about it. If you like, then sub. If you sub, you might get another video.